the barber choke. Okay, so I'm here. I clear the knee shield, get to the half, get the crossface. Okay, so here once I'm in the half guard here, I can pass here a lot of times just with the fabric behind his shoulder, right? And keep a lot of pressure on his jawline. But when I start to attack submissions, or even when I start to use passes, I like to have the double. I like to have the collar grip here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the collar out. Make sure I flip the collar at the shoulder line, pass it to my hand. Okay, so I have a nice clean pass lapel. So here, what's at the lapel here? It's a really nice lapel here because it's like a crossface with extra support with the lapel. So I can use this to pass, and I can use it to start to attack a lot of my submissions. Okay, so from here, again, I apply the knee cut, block his hip, block his knee, slide my knee up, and I start to apply the knee cut. Okay. All right. So now, before we're covering the baseball choke, we're going here, bring your hands to the collar. All right. But now I have the barber choke. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have to drop my shoulder really low. My right shoulder will go really low, and my chin will kind of touch his ear. Okay. If I can see my hand here, that means my hand is really deep. Okay. Look, if I don't drop my shoulder and I try to go reach around, look at my hand. It only goes to like this side of the shoulder. But if I drop my shoulder in my ear or my chin next to his neck, I can see my whole hand here. I can protect my nose. Okay, now look from here. I'm gonna feed this hand to the collar. So I'm feeding the hand to my collar, and I'm just gripping the lapel itself. It's a nice grip. Okay, try to avoid not grabbing like this. Okay, if you have strong grips, go ahead. But I'm not very strong, so I prefer the lapel itself. It's easy to grip the hole. Okay, now when I'm here, I pull my elbow back and I retract my forearm, dropping my forearm on his chest. What this does here is, sometimes he lays flat, I retract my elbow and I drop it on his chest. Look at his head; it comes off the ground. Bring him closer for me for the first variation choke. Okay, so here, if he's not defending his neck, my hand would now go to his my forearm would go to his neck. Look, I'm gonna palm his neck, do almost like a karate chop. Push into his neck, hold the pressure. Now I grab the shoulder fabric. Okay, now I start to apply the choke here. When I apply the choke here, I want to line my shoulders up with his shoulders, and I lean forward and I drop my head above his head. And I get the tap from here. If I drop here, I feel like maybe you can finish here, but it's harder. Or if I drop my head on this side, it's harder. I want to align my shoulders. Okay, grab the shoulder here, palm his neck, bring him into me. I square my shoulders up and I lean forward. And I get a much tighter choke. Okay, so that's my variation 1. All right, so I'm here with the cross face. Okay, now I'm gonna posture up. I can block the bicep here. Okay, and then now when I'm ready, I'm gonna switch my grips. So when I switch my grips here, look, my hand goes underneath my arm. Okay, not above. Okay, so I don't want to go above the arm. I'm gonna go under. So as I go under, I lower myself, chin to his ear, and now I can pass the lapel to my hand. Okay, now from here, I'm going to retract my elbow, drop on his chest, first choke here, palm his neck with my forearm, grab the fabric, square my shoulders up, and drop my head directly above his head. Okay, now for the second choke, if he's here, he's going to defend this choke a lot of times. So as he's defending here, I'm going to grab the sleeve, the wrist, the tricep. Okay, what I want to do here is I want to bring him more onto his side. Okay, so as he's defending, I'm going to grab the fabric, bring him more on the side. Look, I block him. Now look, I use his arm, and I pull up, and I drop it right on his tricep, creating like a nice cross. If I drop my shoulder on his shoulder here, I feel like it's harder to finish a choke. All right, so pay attention. I'm posturing up really high, and I'm dropping right here. Okay, for this choke here, I look towards my feet, I hug his head, and I pull his head towards me as I apply my shoulder pressure onto his tricep, and I get a tap from here. Okay, so you're here. He's defending choke, right? He will defend here. I grab, I pull both collar and sleeve onto his side. 1. I posture up, drop my bicep on his tricep. Now I hug the head, look towards my feet, and I pull the choke. If I look towards his head here, or to the opposite side, I feel like I can get it rolled over easily. Okay, so I always look to my feet, and I hug, and I apply the choke. And just one last time. So, in the half guard, I already got chest to chest. Okay, I need to focus on folding the lapel, pass into my hand. Okay, that's nice cross face. I block his hips here, clear my knee line, start to apply the knee cut. Okay, from here, once I get on top here, if he's moving a lot, I just pin the arm here and put all the weight on his left shoulder. When I'm ready, look, I'm going to go posture away, my hand shoots underneath, and I start grabbing the lapel. Now I retract my elbow, getting really tight over his chest. First choke here, I go forearm to neck, square my shoulders up, apply a choke. He defends the first choke, I pull him, look, I bring him more on his side. See, he's more on his side. Now I posture up with my right arm, and I drop it right in the middle of his tricep. Hug the head, look towards my feet, and I lean forward pressure and pull the head towards me, and I get the choke from here. Okay, so those are like the bubble variations I could do from there. So, yeah.